Welcome back to Central Valley Wedding and Special Events. I'm Shara Roderick, and I have Taylor Coloka with me. Thank you for joining me today, Taylor.
Thank you for having me.
And you bring to life, I think, one of the most important parts of a wedding. You capture those special moments. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Sure, yeah. So it's my third year in business as a photographer, and we really just value wedding photography so much because it really is the one thing that you get to take away from your wedding. So after spending all of the money on the flowers and all of your decor, your wedding album is going to be one of your most prized possessions in your home, and it's what you're going to pass on to future generations. So we really value it and take our jobs very seriously, and we love what we do. So
yeah, absolutely. You spend so much money on that day, and I think as a bride you just get swept away in it, and it's hard to remember all of it, so you really get to capture that for them.
Absolutely, yeah. And a lot of the brides that I've worked with really talk about how they remember how they felt that day, and they don't necessarily remember all of the little details that went into it. And that's something really important when you're thinking about who to choose as your photographer. You want to make sure it's someone that makes you feel good and makes you feel comfortable. And they're the one vendor who's going to be right by your side the entire day and literally helping you get your dress, on and things like that, and fixing your veil to make sure you look perfect. And so you really want to make sure that your photographer is someone that you mesh with and feel comfortable around.
Yeah, absolutely. That's something that I think a lot of people don't really think of because, you schedule all these vendors and you think, okay, well, the photographer, they're capturing the photos, but you don't think about that relationship.
Right.
That's so important. And you were saying that you sit down with potential clients to really figure out if you two mesh and if you're the right fit for them.
Right, because a lot of people can take pretty pictures. You're going to find tons of photographers and love their work. But I really value the time to sit down with my clients. We always schedule a little consultation where we just hang out and I get to know, how they met, how the proposal went, everything like that, and just who they are as a couple. And that really helps me to take authentic photos on their wedding day and make sure that it's true to them. So that's really my passion. And we do that through their consultation, and then we also do an engagement session so they get to feel comfortable in front of the camera and kind of how I work and my style, so that on the wedding day it's more like I'm just a friend who shows up on that day and they're just like, hey Taylor, come on in, and it's much more relaxed for them, and they're not so like, oh, is my hand in the right spot, am I okay here, and things like that. So it just really eases them and makes them feel good about the whole day.
Yeah, that's so important. And you were saying that you have a bit of a romantic tie to wedding photography as well, because your second shooter is your fiance?
Yes, yeah, we just got engaged about 3 weeks ago in Maui, so we're very excited. And it's definitely helped me to kind of connect with my brides on a deeper level and being able to, relate to what they're doing and how they're choosing their photographer, and I get to have that same experience. So he's my second shooter, and so we get to work together and do all of that. So it's fun.
Very fun. Do you find that you two sort of have a slightly different style, more of a feminine or a masculine look on things?
Yeah, we have a cohesive style in that we are definitely more on the light and airy side, and we really try to capture timeless, romantic, and authentic images. But he definitely has that more masculine, approach. So in the morning while they're getting ready, he goes and hangs out with the guys and just gets to have fun with them, and I'm with the girls while we're doing, the sentimental part, getting her the dress and the mom and everything like that. So he gets to add in a little bit of that more masculine side and just having fun with the guys.
Very fun.
Yeah.
And are you usually with the bride from beginning to end, or does it always beginning to end? Wow, so you get that whole story for them.
Yes, so we start out with her getting ready and capturing her getting her makeup done and everything like that, and all of the behind the scenes with her girls, and we do that for the guys too. So even though theirs is a little more relaxed, we still want to capture him, getting the suit on and having dad help him with his tie and things like that, because that matters too. And we're a full service company too, so we do all print products, and we really value an heirloom album. So we design that with our clients. They get to be a part of the design process.
Oh, that's great.
So we capture all of the details from the beginning of the day, things like their invitations, their rings, every little detail, because we know how much work went into this wedding, and even down to the little stones that are in her bouquet or things like that.
Yeah, it's so true.
Yeah, so we do all of the printing for our clients too, and we customize albums as well.
Wow. That's amazing.
Thank you.
How far in advance do people need to get in touch with you? Because I know you are very busy. You have a lot of people contacting you.
Sure, yeah. Well, for 2018, we have about 9 dates available.
Wow.
So, yes, definitely far in advance, probably somewhere between 6 to 12 months.
Okay.
Yes, so we only have 9 dates left for the next year.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
How can people see your style? You have Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a good way for them to go and see sort of what your style photography
Yes,
is?
so on Instagram I post daily, so that's the best way to see a big variety of different events and things like that. And then my website as well has everything, all my portfolio on there too, and we're on Facebook as well.
Very nice. And I do want to ask you, what is your favorite moment to capture at a wedding?
Well, I love, and I got the best photo, I shot a wedding on Friday, but I love capturing the groom as he sees the bride, and it's always tears, and I literally behind the camera teared up, and it's the best moment, but that's probably my favorite.
That's amazing. And have you followed through with some of the couples that have contacted you as they've gone through different parts of their relationship? I know you say you do the engagement photos, you do the wedding photos. Have you done anything beyond that?
Well, I love to do anniversary sessions as well, because
yeah.
that's a special, they spend so much time in this 1 year of planning and doing everything, and then it kind of dies down, the celebration. So doing anniversary sessions is really special, and that's a way to just connect with your spouse every year. So that's something really special to do. I shot a 60th anniversary. Obviously not my wedding, but not a wedding I shot. But
you weren't there 60
yes,
years ago?
No, not there. But I did their event, and it was so special to me to see their wedding album displayed, and just touching it, you could feel like the love even 60 years later. And so that's kind of something that just inspires me and shows me why I do what I do, is you get to have this as a keepsake for the rest of your life. So that's really special to me.
Yeah, I can definitely tell you're very passionate about what you do. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. It was great to have you.
Thank you.